Greetings from New York City. I'm Phil and we're running the bridges. This is a video series where we visit all the bridges in New York City that you can run across. The big, the small, the old, the new, the world famous icons, and the ones you've never even heard of. And today we are visiting the Pelham Bridge in the Bronx. And this carries Shore Road across the Hutchinson River. And this is in the northeastern section of the Bronx. It's actually part of Pelham Bay Park. This is included in Pelham Bay Park. And Shore Road here, which I am standing on, is basically an extension of the Pelham Parkway. So if you continue on the Pelham Parkway, past Pelham Bay Park or into Pelham Bay Park, you will make your way to the Pelham Bridge. And this is sometimes called Pelham Bay Bridge, but I believe that this is called Pelham Bridge to distinguish it from. There's a railroad bridge right there, an Amtrak bridge, that is called Pelham Bay Bridge. So this is just Pelham Bridge, and Pelham is a town up just north of here. This road kind of basically goes north-south or northeast to southwest. But I'll essentially be saying north and south. And this is a very interesting bridge. This is a twin-leaf bascule drawbridge. It's got 2 lanes of traffic in each direction, plus a sidewalk here on the east side, on the right, if you're coming from Pelham Bay Park. And this is great. Pelham Bay Park is the largest park in New York City, and it's a great place to run. So this bridge is a great resource. I hope you all get a chance to visit this if you've not visited this before. You can see right there the sign, Hutchinson River. We're crossing Hutchinson River. But Pelham Bay Park is a beautiful park. It's kind of in 2 sections. To the south and west of us, there are a lot of recreational areas, ball fields, basketball courts, playgrounds. It's a track, picnic areas, barbecue areas, and then off to the north here and the east is famously Orchard Beach. There are some nature pathways. There's a golf course. There's horse stables. And the pathway continues into Pelham and Pelham Manor are the next towns up from the Bronx across in Westchester County. But we are not going into Westchester County just yet. But like I said, I'm just going to continue on here. This is a twin-leaf bascule bridge. The first bridge at this site was built way back in 1815, a stone bridge. And so there have been a couple of bridges. This one was opened in October 15th, 1908. So it is an old bridge. And the bascule span, it's only 80 feet long. It's only 80 feet wide. The whole entire bridge is about 190 feet. It's got these concrete arch spans as approaches. So we're currently going over concrete arch approach span, and it's got 4 bridge tender houses, which, as I'm told, is unusual, but they are architecturally and historically notable. You can see they're very, very nice. And you may have heard of me mention that the drawbridges in New York City are not open very often. This one is actually the most often used drawbridge in the city, at least for motor vehicles. So now we're crossing the span, the bascule span, and you also get a good view of the Hutchinson Bay Bridge, the railroad bridge right there. A nice view of that. The buildings behind me, that's Co-op City, very large residential area. So we will not be going over that bridge, the Hutchinson Bay Bridge. But you can see there's different kinds of bascule spans. And that one, it's just a different, I forget, there's a name for it, but you can see how that whole thing is one leaf, and the whole thing just opens up in one section. Whereas there's a divider there. So this is a twin leaf, and this is only 80 feet long, the span. But this is they say by far the most used drawbridge in New York City, at least for motor vehicles. I think the Spuyten Duyvil Bridge, the railroad bridge in between Manhattan and Bronx, is open more. I see that open quite a bit. But I have seen this bridge opened in the open position. I've seen a statistic that said in 2014 it was opened 724 times. So that's twice a day. And so there's just a view down the river, and that the river empties out into Long Island Sound there. And so we're very close to that. Right there behind me, that's an old landfill. It's not used as a landfill now, but it's still there. It's not added to. And so this, like I said, this section of Pelham Bay Park that we're going to includes Orchard Beach. There's nature trails. There is a horse stable. There's a golf course. Great place, and they're all connected by paved pathways, paved greenways. Definitely recommend running out here. And Orchard Beach is great. If you go out there, there's a full service beachfront area there with restrooms, snacks, food, water, shower, like spray showers. Everything is great. And if you're coming from Pelham Parkway, I will show you just a little bit of the approach, just to show you how to get here. It's about a half a mile from the bridge to the other section of Pelham Parkway, the Pelham Bay Park. So I will show you that right now, where that is. Okay, so I am at basically the northern end of the southern portion of Pelham Bay Park on Shore Road. This is Shore Road northbound or eastbound, northeast. And if you are coming to the bridge from Pelham Parkway on the Greenway along Pelham Parkway, you will be coming from right behind me, right over there. This pathway comes right down here, crosses here at this light, and you will be turning left to go that way to the bridge. If you go to the right, you will get to basically the bulk of the southern portion of Pelham Bay Park, like I said, with recreational fields, playgrounds, ball fields, track, etc. And right there, the Bronx Victory Memorial, and I will insert a closer up picture of that. But that's right there. So, but if you are, again, coming from Pelham Parkway along the Greenway, that's the Greenway entrance. You will see these picnic benches, and you will turn to the left and follow along the roadway here. And so now we will continue on to the bridge. Okay. Okay. So here we are continuing, and there's some wildlife areas here too. We do have wildlife areas in the Bronx, in New York City. And also, you can also continue on this pathway to City Island. And we've covered the City Island Bridge. You can go back and look at my video for that. And I will just show you real quick. This section of sidewalk, I'm not real thrilled with because it's not very wide and it's right on the street. And now this street has a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, but you can kind of guess what percentage of cars are actually driving 30 miles per hour or under. But so it can be a little nerve-wracking, a little bit, honestly. All right, and I just want to show you a little bit here. Now we're coming to the intersection, Shore Road with City Island Road. Okay, so if we turn to the right, that'll take us to Orchard Beach and City Island. If you go all the way it'll take you to City Island. Go out there, and then it's about another mile or so to Orchard Beach, and then a mile and a half or so. Orchard Beach would be off. Go out turn right, and then turn left. There's another roundabout farther down. City Island is about a mile and a half, and City Island is a small residential neighborhood. Has a lot of seafood restaurants, very, very water oriented. Um, like I said, I've covered that in the City Island Bridge video. And there is the horse stables right there. And if you go across the intersection over by the horse stables, continue on, the greenway continues into Pelham Manor in Westchester County. And that's about another mile or so, I believe. It's mile and a half. And it also connects after about like a 3/4 of a mile or a mile. There's another greenway which connects over to the Hutchinson River Parkway Bridge, which can lead over into Co-op City if you want to do like a circle of that. I will cover that bridge in a future video, but that should cover it for the Pelham Bridge in the Bronx. And like I said, I highly recommend spending time in Pelham Bay Park and exploring and running. You can really have a good time here. So thank you all for watching. Hope to see you out here running sometime, and we will see where the wind takes us for the next one.